Coming up next on another edition of Turnaround's Theory.
Some women love trashy, low-down, dirty men. Like, they love them. If a good man come around, she'll play with him from time to time, maybe use him. If he giving out money, she gonna put him in his phone as money, entertain him a little bit, go over his house. But that she secretly, or just ain't even gotta be a secret.
It's another edition of Turnaround's Theory, and it's coming your way next right here on YouTube. Now, you and I should know, fellas, that when women reject good men, they're going to get on social media and they instantly regret rejecting that good man. Now, if you'll stick around for another edition of Turnaround's Theory, which is coming up on my YouTube channel in just a few minutes, I'm going to show you a few of these videos as these women reject good men, but they acknowledge the fact that they instantly regret it. But of course, I'll give you some additional commentary and give you my 2 cents on it by concluding today's edition with another free theoretical thought like I always do. It's Monday, May the 18th, 2026, and fellas, once again, as I often tell you all, that y'all should often be knowing my saying, and y'all should often be knowing the drill. So why don't y'all go grab a quick snack and come on back, because y'all just might learn something. Another edition of Turnaround's Theory starts right now. Roll that intro, and let's jump right into it. What is up, everybody? Once again, I'm your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T, aka your theoretical maestro. And welcome to another edition of Turnaround's Theory for Monday, May the 18th, 2026, right here on my official YouTube channel. Now, before we proceed on to today's edition of Turnaround's Theory, let me remind each and every one of you all that next Monday at 1 a.m. Eastern, 12 midnight Central Daylight Time, I'm going to be hosting another special Memorial Day edition of Turnaround's Theory right here on YouTube and on Facebook. We'll look at some more videos concerning Memorial Day, but of course, I'll also conclude some additional commentary and give you my 2 cents on it by concluding next special edition with another special theoretical thought concerning Memorial Day. So join me next Monday at 1 a.m. Eastern, 12 midnight Central Daylight Time for another special Memorial Day edition of Turnaround's Theory right here on YouTube and on Facebook. Now, as you should know, fellas, that Turnaround's Theory is always coming to you each and every single Monday and Friday over the digital airwaves of YouTube for season number 7. And once again, Turnaround's Theory continues to strive of becoming the actual platform of where I normally give the fellows, just like you at home, a free theoretical thought on, just about anything. I always wonder why I love doing these intros so much for Turnaround's Theory. I just get better at it all the time. I mean, you ain't gotta take my word for it. Hey, listen, for those of y'all that are just tuning in to watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory right here on my official YouTube channel, I want to personally welcome you. And if you are, in fact, a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back. Now, as a constant daily reminder, I must reiterate to you all once again to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel, because it would in fact help out and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be in the loop every single time I post up and upload more additional content onto this channel. Please make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms. There will be a link provided in the description box below. Now, if you also want to contribute to my YouTube channel through PayPal, which ought to be a great help, then there's also going to be a link provided in the description box below for that as well. Please don't forget to also use the hashtag Team Turnaround that you see at the bottom of your screen, because that lets me know indefinitely that not only are you watching today's edition of Turnaround's Theory, but it just goes to show that you are supporting my platform with regard to the content that I post up, and I might just send you a shout out right back. Now, once again, I do hope and pray that I have covered everything within this particular matter. Now, with that being said, let's just jump on over into another edition of Turnaround's Theory.
I'm gonna take you back home. I'm gonna take you back home where you can get yourself some cup noodles or something.
You want to take me home?
Yeah, I'm gonna take you home.
I look like this
take you home.
in your car right now, and you want to take me home? Meep, meep.
I'm gonna take you home.
You sure about that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you can get any other day, right? Just like you said, you can get any dude to come and pay for your meal and take you out and wine down you, right? You can get that at any time, right?
So now we're not going on the date because you don't want to pay more than Starbucks.
Shut up! Oh, it's not bad. Money's no option.
So if money's no option, then why aren't we going on a date? Like an actual date?
Because one, you trying to put me on blast. Like, you got your phone out filming this interaction right now.
Okay,
For
because
what reason?
I thought I was getting pranked at this point.
Oh, okay.
Like, it feels like it's not real because I've never had a grown man take me to Starbucks for a date.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
What is this, high school?
You never had a grown man in general. Because, you know, you acting really unappreciative. Like, you expect me to take you to some 5-star restaurant right out the gate. You know what? I'm going to do you one better. I'm not even going to take you home.
You know, what?
Any dude can come and get you and take you out, right? Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and make sure that's the case. We'll pull over right here.
Are you serious?
Yep,
You're
go ahead and
not
get out.
serious. Are you?
Go ahead and get out.
You know what?
Yep.
Whatever.
Go back on your profile. Ask one of them dudes to pick you up, take you out.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
And this is why most women can't keep a good man, because of attitudes like this. No damn wonder why this man has kicked her out entirely. He tried to take her out on a date for Starbucks just to get to know the individual, not to take her to some 5-star restaurant. Now, it's one thing to get rejected, but it's another when you cop an attitude and you don't get your way. Lady, grow up. This is not Burger King where you can have it your way.
Some women love trashy, low-down, dirty men. Like, they love them. If a good man come around, she'll play with him from time to time, maybe use him. If he giving out money, she gonna put him in his phone as money, entertain him a little bit, go over his house. But that she secretly, or just ain't even gotta be a secret. But some women secretly be married to good men and secretly want bad men. They want to be talked to crazy. They want a man to put their hands on them. They want everything bad in a man.
I like this one.
I'm telling y'all, some women crave bad men, and I actually believe it's more so that some women, it's more of a trauma, how they was raised, how they grew up, their environment. They could be from the hood. I'm telling y'all, they love a bad man.
Facts. Now, she is absolutely 100% correct. Anytime a good man approaches a good woman, supposedly, and he make the right approach with good intentions, but she turned him down for the bad guys, chances are he finds someone better.
So I broke up with this man 8 months ago, and it wasn't even messy because I just wasn't feeling it no more.
You sound like a fool.
And I moved on and didn't cry and didn't stalk his page and nothing. Like, he was just a chapter that ended and I closed the book. You feel me? So he hits me up last week saying he left some stuff in my place and can he come get it? And I said, fine, come get it. I'll leave it outside so it's quick. But when he pulled up and got out of his car, I was not ready for what happened because he looked the same, like same face, same build. But when he got close to me, something was different. And I couldn't figure out what it was until his cologne hit me. It was dark and smoky with this leather warmth underneath, like old money. Like he'd been around people who own things. And girl, that was not how this man used to smell.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
Because he used to smell like whatever was on sale at the mall. But this was grown and this was sophisticated. And honestly, this was the version of him I used to imagine he could be back when we was together. They say scent is the strongest sense tied to memory and attraction. And I felt that because instead of handing him the box and saying bye, I told him to come inside and sit down because I want to talk. And we ain't got nothing to talk about because it's been 8 months of silence. But I just needed him in my space because that cologne was rewriting every single reason I had for being over him.
Huh?
We sat on my couch for an hour, and the whole time I'm thinking about what I gave up and sitting closer than I should be and looking at him different than how you supposed to look at your ex. When he left, it still smelled like him in my living room, and I didn't open a single window because I wasn't ready for it to go away yet. I texted him later that night asking what cologne he was wearing, and he said it's Nomadic Night by Romas. Less than $40 from TikTok, and it smelled just like Ombre Nomad by Louis Vuitton, which is like $500. Results will vary, but it worked for every man I done seen wear it.
Lady, I'm sorry, but you rejected a good man. But now that you rejected him, you didn't want him to leave in the first place. So it's all about the smell or fragrance of a cologne that he had purchased on the TikTok shop, right? But this lady decides to just sit him down and just wanted to talk. Too little, too late.
This is why they will come back to you, even though they rejected you. It's crazy, right? They the one that rejected you, but yet they about to come back to you. Here's why. People love attention and validation these days. So when you went out your way to pursue this person, shoot your shot at this person, right? Show that you was interested in this person and they rejected you because you didn't have enough money or your body wasn't right or they was just dealing with somebody else and they just put you to the back burner. But now you improved. You went to the gym, you leveled up, you didn't pay attention to them. This is why they coming back to you when they rejected you. You not paying no more attention to them. You living an exciting life. You moved on with your life. You can care less about that person now. You can care less that they want to come back to you now. They don't like that. The energy has shifted. You put that energy towards them. They love that. They love to reject you. They had the power. You took your power back. You took your energy back. Now they like, hold up. Wait. This person thinking I'm not the stuff. They thinking that they better than me. Now you got their mind wandering. Now you got their ego hurt at this point. Cool. When they come back, it can be a DM, a like on your post, a text, hey, how you doing? You don't make it easy for them. Me personally, I leave them on scene. I don't talk to them. Or I apply to them hours later. Because, hey, you just showed me that you didn't want me. But you see me leveling up. You see me living my life. You see me moving on. Now you want me. Nah. You have to teach people how to treat you, right? Teach them that, hey, I'm not no bum. You know, I'm not less than. I'm worthy. I'm high value, right? You teach people that. Now they going to want to chase you. Now they going to want your validation. Now the tables has turned. It's too late now. I don't want you. Trust me. They always come back. It may not be today, next week, next month. It can be 6 months from now, 3 weeks from now. You don't know. But trust me, they watching you and they will come back to you. And when they come back to you, either you can reject them how they did you, or you can take them back. But it's going to be some highly expectations now. You got to play by my rules now.
And I accept the same thing on my platform. Time and time again, a woman rejects a man with no hesitation. But when a man levels up and he's focused and going to the gym and getting his money right, now the ladies want to start DMing him and wanting him back because of how she rejected him and she instantly regrets it. But don't take my word for it.
So I've come to the realization tonight, I'm not made to date in 2023.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
I don't understand where the hell.
Let it out.
This is going to. I'm not made for situationships, whatever the that means. No, I'm made to be a wife and a mom. I want my man to come home to me. I want to have dinner cooked. I want laundry done. I want to do all that. That's what I'm made for. That's what God made me for.
Fake news.
I know people are going to be like, it's 2023. Women don't need to be doing that. I want that.
What?
I want that.
Should have stayed with your husband.
And the look on her face tells you everything you need to know about regretting the fact that you lost a good man. Again, I told you statistically that 50% of marriages end up in divorce, but only 70 to 80% of those divorces have been initiated by women. And as a result of that, the law is always going to be more than likely in favor of the woman, meaning that she's going to be entitled to half of everything of what the man's got. But now that she has started to come to the realization that she wants her husband back, I think he's moved on with his life. She done screwed up and lost a good man, if you ask me. Now, after this next video, I'm going to give you some additional commentary concerning these women rejecting good men, but they instantly regret it. Check this out.
Karma is going to hit some of y'all ladies real hard for breaking a man who had nothing but good intentions for you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but best believe it. God is going to spin the block and deal with you for that man that he sent to love you right. But what did you do? You left him questioning if it was even worth him being a good man to you. He was out there protecting you, providing for you, praying over you, and you were busy entertaining other dudes in your DM. He introduced you to his family, his mom, talked about building a future with you, but you had a whole situationship going on behind his back. He was working double shift to make sure that you never lacked. While you're out here sneaking around with some guy that can't even split the bill with you, and you think that you can just skip off into happily ever after ruining a man who showed up for you every time. Nah, it doesn't work like that, because one day you're going to finally meet a man who you actually want to keep, and when you're ready to be vulnerable, he's going to weaponize your pain and show your secrets in your face. Listen, when life humbles you, you remember that dude who would have given his last for you. Even knowing that you wouldn't be able to give it back to him, he would have poured into you. Trust me. But then it's going to be too late. Get it together, ladies. We're out here destroying good men. Do the work, heal, show up better, so that when a good man shows up in your life, you know what it looks like, you know what it feels like, and you can appreciate him and not take him for granted.
Now, I wish that I could give this woman a round of applause. She is absolutely correct. A man who gets rejected by a woman, she'll instantly regret it sooner or later. It may not be now and it may not be tomorrow, but at some point in her life, when she comes to the realization that she has rejected that good man, now all of a sudden she wants him back because of what she did wrong to him. But that's not going to work, not just for her, but other women that do the same thing, because by 2030, a statistic shows that more than 45% of women will actually become single for the rest of their lives. Now, here is some additional commentary concerning about women rejecting good men but instantly regret it. There's a recurring pattern in modern dating where some women dismiss genuinely good men, men who are consistent, respectful, and emotionally available, only to later realize what they lost. At the moment of rejection, those men can seem too safe, too predictable, or lacking the excitement that comes from uncertainty. But what often gets overlooked is that stability isn't boring, it's rare. But you see, the regret doesn't usually hit immediately. It shows up later, after cycles of dealing with inconsistency, emotional unavailability, or relationships built on temporary highs instead of long-term substance. That's when the contrast becomes clear. The same traits that once seemed unimpressive, loyalty, patience, effort, start to carry real weight when compared to the chaos that replaced them. Part of the issue is perception. In fact, a fast-paced dating culture driven by attention, validation, and surface-level appeal, good men can be undervalued because they don't demand attention. They offer presence, and presence doesn't always stand out in a world that rewards unpredictability and intensity over consistency. Another factor is timing and maturity. Sometimes people don't recognize value until they experienced enough to understand what actually matters. Unfortunately, by the time that realization comes, the good man has often moved on, investing his time and energy into someone who recognized his worth from the beginning. That regret isn't just about losing a person. It's about recognizing a missed opportunity for something real. And while people are free to make their choices, these choices come with consequences. You don't always get a second chance at someone who was genuinely right the first time. At the same time, it's also important to acknowledge that attraction and compatibility are complex. Not every good man is the right fit for every woman, and rejection alone isn't inherently wrong. The real issue arises when value is consistently overlooked in favor of short-term excitement, only to be appreciated after it's gone. In the end, it's less about blaming one side and more about understanding human behavior. People often learn through experience, but some lessons come with a cost, and sometimes that cost is losing something they didn't realize was valuable until it was no longer theirs. Now here is my closing thought. Sometimes the biggest mistake isn't choosing the wrong person. It's overlooking the right one when he showed up at the wrong time in your life. Because a good man doesn't disappear. He upgrades his standards. And when you finally realize his value, you're no longer an option in his world. You're a lesson from his past. Now stick around, fellas, because when we come back to Turnaround's theory, I'm going to conclude today's edition with another free theoretical thought right after these important communications.
I'm starting to realize that many women only know how to measure a man's worth based off the money that he's bringing in. You know, like, what about the man that's helping the woman to build her dreams up behind the scene? Or even a man that's supporting you behind the scene, helping you to get to the check, even if he's not the one that's cutting it personally. When Remy Ma said that she was tired of giving a man, Niger, her 20% and still having to pay the bills, and now carrying on as if this man did not contribute, as if this man was not, you know, I'm sure somewhat behind the pen, as if this man was not a part of, if not the foundation, as if this man didn't contribute to her career in a large way, is just very startling to me. It's like, ladies, y'all got to understand that a good man is not always just the man that's handing you the money in your hand directly. Sometimes a good man could be the one that's behind the scene, the one that's behind the lyrics, the one that's helping you, giving you the tools to be able to make the money, you know? So there's different ways to be a good person, a good man, to help contribute to things without just necessarily being the one that's handing you the money or even the one that's personally making the money. I believe that Papoose was helping Remy Ma in many ways that the world just couldn't see. And I'm pretty sure it may not have been 90% of the lyrics that he wrote, but I'm pretty sure with the type of lyricist he is and the type of mindset he has, all he was doing was giving you the words, giving you ideas, and the only thing you had to do was deliver them. So once again, a man does not have to actually make the money to help you make the money. Just because a man's contributions doesn't look like money does not mean they're not valuable, because a man could literally pour into your career, a man can pour into your mindset, a man can pour into your peace of mind, a man can pour into your creativity, and I promise you, those assets are just as valuable and just as real as a man handing you money to pay a bill. All I'm saying is there is many other ways to measure what a good man is outside of finances. I mean, a good man, a good person is just a person that, you know, pours into your vision, a person that covers you emotionally, a person that can lead with loyalty and respect, a person that can give you a sense of direction and structure, you know, a person that protects your name in rooms that you're not even in, a man that has that genuine leadership skills, you know, a man that's just there for you to cover you mentally, physically, your body, respects your boundaries. There is so many other things that makes a man out to be a good man. I don't know Papoose personally, but I feel like he has great, you know, characteristics about himself. At least that's what we learned about him over the years. And if for any reason he's lying and you claim that he did not write 90% of the raps, then why haven't we heard anything from you since? I don't know. I just feel like there are so many traits that we as women need to learn to start not only looking for, but also appreciating in a man, instead of thinking that a man is only valuable if he's financially dominant. That's how many of us miss out on good men, honestly.
A lot of the times, men think that they fucked up a relationship just because the female left him. But what she's not gonna tell him, especially as of right now, is she left because it was just how she was feeling in the moment. Me personally, I'm fortunate enough to be smart enough to not leave based on feelings, right? Because I'm a committed person. But a lot of these females, they're a little immature, and it's just like in the moment. It's an in the moment thing. And then they're all like, shit, I left, but how can I even come back from that? Like, you know, it's kind of embarrassing for her, because it's all like, I left for no reason, and if I come back, then I'm gonna look stupid, right? Like, I'm telling you, a lot of women have egos, so it might take them a long time to come back. With me personally, I'm humble. I'm very humble. So if I leave a man because I was being a little stupid and impulsive, I'm gonna come back and admit it, right? I mean, it's not gonna take me 1 hour to realize that, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, maybe you didn't fuck up. Maybe she was just trying to protect herself, and she was being a little sabotagic. So at the end of the day, like, I'm not telling you that you are perfect. We both know that you weren't. But what I'm saying is, like, you guys need to understand. Women don't be all like, oh, I'm just gonna leave this guy because he disrespected me. No, it's, I'm gonna leave this guy because I feel upset that he's not doing this for me. And I'm like, sure, I guess women mentally check out before they leave. But a lot of the times, that's not the case. Like, a female can be so emotional that she just leaves you, right? Because she has these standards in her head, and then you're not doing it, and it's like, I'm gonna leave, right? So, yeah, take accountability for the contribution that you made to it, but I don't want you to put the full blame on yourself because, like, no. And of course, women are gonna go in my comments and they're not gonna admit to this, right? Why would they? Like I told y'all, because it's embarrassing. They're not humble enough to admit this. So, yeah, I'm the one that's gonna fucking tell y'all the fucking truth. But these women are all like, not me though, not me though. They're not self-aware enough to realize that they're a problem in some sort of capacity. Sure, it may be true that some women ain't like that, but you get to decipher this, not a random chick in my comments trying to disagree with the shit that I say. I don't believe them unless I believe them. Okay? Because what they're not doing is, yeah, they're saying, I'm not like that, but they're not giving context. Like, oh, your ex, like, slapped you into tomorrow and you didn't come back to him. Oh, yeah, well, right. 101 coaching in bio.
And now, Turneround's theoretical thought. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. And y'all know what time it is, and this is most definitely my favorite part of the segment. Once again, it is time for another edition of Turnaround's Theoretical Thought with yours truly, because in just a few minutes, I will conclude today's edition with another free theoretical thought to start off a brand new week with regard to these women rejecting good men, but they instantly regret it. Here is your theoretical thought for today. Rejection isn't always a reflection of someone's worth. It's often a reflection of someone else's level of awareness at that moment in time. A good man can walk into a person's life fully aligned, consistent, and genuine, yet still be overlooked simply because he doesn't match the excitement of uncertainty or the illusion of something better. But here's the reality. Value doesn't decrease just because it isn't recognized. It relocates, and when a good man leaves, he doesn't just take his presence with him. He takes the stability, the peace, and the potential that came with him. The regret that follows isn't rooted in loneliness. It's rooted in comparison. It's the moment when everything that replaced him fails to measure up to what he naturally brought. And by then, the dynamic has shifted. The man who once was available is now unavailable, not out of spite, but out of growth. Because when a good man is overlooked, he doesn't chase validation, he refines his direction. And when realization finally meets regret, it often arrives at a closed door that once stood wide open. That's your theoretical thought for today. And that'll do it for another edition of Turnaround's Theory as we start off a brand new week for Monday, May the 18th, 2026, right here on YouTube. Now, as a reminder, coming next Monday, May the 25th at 1 a.m. Eastern, 12 midnight Central Daylight Time, I'm going to be hosting another special Memorial Day edition of Turnaround's Theory here on YouTube and on Facebook. We'll look at some more of these Memorial Day videos, maybe some bloopers along the way. But of course, there will be some good food that will be shown on there. And of course, I will give you some additional commentary and give you my 2 cents on it by concluding that special edition with another theoretical thought concerning Memorial Day. So everyone, please join in next Monday at 1 a.m. Eastern, 12 midnight Central Daylight Time for another special Memorial Day edition of Turnaround's Theory right here on my YouTube channel along with Facebook. Hey, listen, I want to thank you once again for watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory here on my official YouTube channel. This platform is actually designed to help empower men to make better choices and life-changing decisions when it comes to the dating world. Now listen, let me know what you think in the comment section below concerning today's video. And as a constant daily reminder, let me remind you one more time to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel because it would in fact help out and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell because you, my friends, will instantly be in the loop every single time I post up and upload more additional content onto this channel. For Turnaround's Theory, I'm your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T, also known as your Theoretical Maestro. I once again thank you for watching, and I hope to see you right back here again this Friday for another edition of Turnaround's Theory here on YouTube. And until then, Team Turnaround out.